The Fraser Valley just came through one of the slowest real estate years in over 20 years. Almost nobody is talking honestly about what that really means going forward for 2026. That's what I want to walk you through today. Hey there, it's Andy Schulhar McDonald Realty, your Langley and Fraser Valley real estate advisor. I've been helping people buy and sell homes here in the Valley for over 30 years. Today, I want to slow things down just a little bit and talk through what these numbers actually tell us. Not the headlines, but how to think about positioning properly as we move into 2026. The biggest mistake I see people make in markets like this isn't buying or selling at the wrong time. It's waiting too long to get properly prepared and then being forced into decisions they didn't want to make. Here's the 10,000-foot view of where Langley and the Fraser Valley real estate market stand heading into 2026. First, sales slowed before pricing did. Activity dropped sharply, but pricing adjusted more gradually. Over the past year, benchmark pricing in the Fraser Valley is down about 6% overall, with some segments closer to 7%, depending on the property type. Not collapsing, not falling apart, but clearly adjusting, pausing at some point. Second, inventory reshaped behavior. Buyers gained choice, and urgency, it disappeared. Third, pricing became hyper-local. Condition, layout, and neighborhood mattered far more than the broad averages. Fourth, the market moved closer to balance late in the year, largely because fewer homes came on during the winter. That's a seasonal effect, not a demand surge. These 4 points define the starting line for 2026. This is where experience matters. One thing I didn't fully appreciate until I'd been in real estate for years is how quickly buyer psychology changes when inventory builds. In 2025, buyers across Langley Township, Willoughby, Walnut Grove, Murrayville, Brookswood, they were not afraid. They were patient. They compared more homes side by side. They came back for second, for third looks, for fourth looks. They took their time. That's why sales dropped faster than Langley home prices. Even from a deal perspective, the shift was obvious. I saw fewer rushed offers and more conventional ones. They had conditions. Subjects mattered again. Financing. That was a conversation that came back into the vocabulary. Inspections. That behavior doesn't disappear overnight in 2026. If you're a buyer, this is still one of the calmest and most flexible markets that we've seen in years. You have a choice. You have negotiating room. You don't need to rush just because something new hits the market. If you're a first-time home buyer watching this and feeling overwhelmed, well, this market is where good decisions start. Not because prices are cheap, but because you have time to learn, to plan, and get your financing cleaned up before the right home shows up. Yeah, but here's something I've also learned the hard way over 30 years. The buyers who do best in markets like this aren't the ones who wait forever. They're the ones who are prepared. Clean financing matters more than ever. Knowing what you'll compromise on and what you won't. Now that really matters. Understanding which neighborhoods are holding value better than others, that also matters. It's true whether you're looking into Fort Langley, Brookswood, or elsewhere in the Fraser Valley. If you're a seller, 2026 is not a market to test the waters. High inventory means the buyers compare everything. Not just price, but layout, condition, exposure, renovations, and how a home feels the moment they walk through that front door. I've seen this cycle before. Homes that are priced properly and prepared well, they will sell. Homes that chase the market, they usually don't. One of the hardest conversations I have with sellers, is after a home has been sitting for months because it started too high and adjusted too late. In this market, pricing accuracy up front is a strategy. It's not a concession. And here's the most important point. The goal isn't just to sell your home, it's to sell well so that you're positioned to be a buyer and take advantage of the opportunities this market offers. Become that buyer. That's the shift 2025 forced on the Fraser Valley real estate market, and it carries directly into 2026. One more distinction that really matters. Late year improvements don't automatically mean demand has improved. In our market, winter always brings fewer listings. That's seasonal. True demand shows up when inventory shrinks because homes are selling faster, not because fewer homes are listed for sale. We're not fully there yet. That's why 2026 isn't going to be a momentum market. It's a strategy market. So here's the simple takeaway for today. 2026 isn't about guessing where prices go next. It's about understanding where you have leverage, where you don't, and how to position yourself properly in the Langley and across the Fraser Valley. Where do you see the market heading next? Leave a comment below. I love to read each and every one of them. If you find these updates helpful, subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss future market insights and community updates. Yes. If you're even thinking about a move in the next little while, this is exactly the right time to have a quiet, no pressure planning conversation. Not to make a decision, just to make better ones later. If you want to talk through your own situation, book a time with me. We can grab a coffee, walk through your real estate plans at a pace that makes sense to you. You'll find the booking link in the comments below. Feel free to do it now. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to watch and stay and keep informed. Thanks for dropping by. Have a great day, and let's get together soon.